Welcome here to another edition of Locked In, our video talk show about anything and everything. I'm trying to hit as many athletes from as many schools and as many different sports as possible. And right now the subject's going to be softball, and in particular St. Joseph softball, which is always one of the championship contenders and winners each spring. And right now I have the catcher of that team, Charlee Horton. Hey, Charlie, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How you surviving a quarantined world?
It's definitely difficult. It's not easy, especially when not as much this week, but the weather's been super nice. So it'd be just thinking about the games we could be playing on these nice days is definitely hard.
It kind of figures if we had normal times now, we would have had snow on the field for like about 5 times, and this would have been like the perfect preseason for everybody to get outdoors, and it kind of figures, unfortunately. So I know you're like softball 24/7. So what does a 24/7 softball player do during a pandemic to stay sharp?
Pretty much the same thing. I'm just trying to modify it a little to more at home style now. So after classes, usually I'll go outside, I'll get my workout in, and then I'll just either, depending on the day, I'll go in my cage and hit, or I'll go to fields and practice.
You have a cage there?
Yeah, my dad built a big cage in my backyard, so we use that a lot, which is nice.
Who pitches to you?
My dad.
Does he ever get fastball?
He's working on it.
So you guys are, coming off another FCX championship. How difficult is this for? I mean, I don't think it really matters what kind of season you're coming off of, but how difficult is this senior year? You want to win league and state titles.
Yeah, it definitely sucks. I mean, we definitely had a really good shot of winning this year, and we all had, especially after what happened last year in states, we all made us want to win it even more. So I think it really hasn't hit me yet that we're probably not going to play. So it's hard because we've all put in a lot of work. I know coach he'll randomly just send us film. I know we're all lost. We don't really know what to do.
It's just such a tough situation. Sorry, my phone's going off here. It's a tough. It's just a tough situation. If you do get to play, what kind of team? I know you got some good talent coming back.
Yeah, I think we're pretty similar to last year. We lost 2 seniors, so we think we found who our first baseman would have been, and I mean, I don't think we would have changed too much. We still, our pitching's there, our hitting's there, fielding's there, and I think we still had a really good team chemistry. So I think we would have had a good season.
Okay, so what? Well, first of all, before we get off softball, if people don't get to see Charlee Horton here this year, we're going to get to see a lot of you the next 4 years because you're going not far to Fairfield U. What led you to pick Fairfield?
Well, it's actually pretty funny because growing up, because Rachel and Amanda, having 2 older sisters, especially one who played in college, I traveled to a lot of schools and I saw a bunch of different schools. And I always told my mom that 2 schools I would never go to were Sacred Heart and Fairfield. So then it turned out my junior year, I ended up going there for a camp, and I totally fell in love with the campus. I loved the coaching staff. They really just made me feel at home. And I wanted to be close to home. I didn't want to go far, especially being the youngest child. So everything was just a perfect fit for me, and I don't think I could have chosen a better school.
Okay, so what do you do when you're not doing softball workouts or doing your online studies?
I've actually picked up Xbox, which is different for me. I went Xbox over quarantine, so I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty.
Okay.
Something I usually do.
I'm not a video game person at all, so I don't even know what to go with the follow-up question with that one. So I've never gotten into video games.
Yeah.
What about I always ask, any good movies, any good TV shows?
We've been doing movie night every night. So last night, we watched a WWE movie. I've just been watching a lot of Netflix series. I just started Greenhouse Academy, which I think is really good.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think what else. And just catching up on current TV shows. But a lot of them are starting to end now. because it's that like weird period of time.
Yeah, I've been able to find a few TV shows, and I've been doing the movie thing, try to work during the day and
Yeah.
watch TV and movies at night, which I never ever do during normal times. So what I just asked this question to somebody. How many times in the last month have you worn something non-sweats?
um. Ooh, I don't think I've actually worn something that's not sweats.
Okay, usually the answer I get is if you celebrate Easter, everybody kind of wore clothes for Easter, but other than that, everybody's been in sweats.
Yeah, I mean, what did we wear on Easter? I think we all just wore sweats again. Because we always stay home for holidays, so we don't really dress up.
Okay.
So for us, it was just another Sunday dinner. So
Okay. Yeah, I've been all sweats. I think I'm gonna have to get some new stuff here. Just
yeah, living in sweats,
wearing
leggings.
everything out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess that's one of the only perks, if there is such a thing as a perk during these
Yeah.
pandemic times. So, well, Charlie, I hope it's good getting to see you here on Zoom, but I much rather would see you on the field, and I hope I get a chance to do that pre-Fairfield U. But if not, I'm sure I'm about 2 miles from the campus. So if I don't see you this spring, I'll see you next spring.
Perfect.
Until then, you and your family stay safe, and thanks for joining me here today.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Okay, and we'll be back with some more locked ins real soon.